to have it all. We are what we want to be. It's in ourselves to rise or fall. This is easy to believe when distant places call to me. It's hard to rob the palace yard. Fortune favors the free. Fortune favors the young. Fortune favors the brave. What have we here?
We found them by the riverbank, Captain.
Your country's at war, and you go wandering along the Nile's edge. You must have a burning desire to see Egypt. Put her in chains. Have you finished the map?
Yes, Captain.
Good work. But this is wrong. For the mast, it looked like it curved to the north. Let me show you.
Release them!
My sword! My sword!
Hand it over. Now.
You took us from Nubia, and now you say we belong to you, yes?
Yes.
Well, I took this soldier from your ranks, so by your own logic, he belongs to me. Now let them go.
Throw her in the river.
No. I have a better plan for her.
Don't.
You don't want me to remove your shackles.
Oh, yes.
They'll only get in the way. Very impressive up there. I should enlist you in my army, make you my lieutenant.
Are you mocking me, Captain?
No. Admiring you. Do you know what's going to happen now? You're going to wash the filth of battle from my skin. It's been a long time since I've felt clean. You're much better with a sword than you are with a sponge.
I wish I had a sword now.
There's mine. Help yourself. Who taught you how to use a weapon?
My father.
Because he knows Nubian men can't protect their women? You're not finished.
Yes, I am.
On your knees. You enjoy living dangerously, don't you?
About as much as I enjoy washing your filthy Egyptian skin.
You...
No, you know nothing about me, and care even less. How could you understand our emptiness? You've plundered our wisdom, our knowledge, our wealth. In bleeding us dry, you long for our spirit, but that you will never possess. The past is now another land, far beyond my reach, invaded by insidious foreign bodies, foreign speech. When the timeless joys of childhood lie broken on the beach.
What's your name?
Aida.
Captain, we're ready to dock.
No, please leave them off.
You're a slave now. If you want to survive, you better remember it.
The present is an empty space between the good and bad. A moment leading nowhere, too pointless to be sad, but time enough to waste every certainty I have. The future is a very long
wine, you have the gold.
Merid!
Master, I'm so glad you're home.
Have you kept my house in order?
Yes, of course. Well, except for a few casks of wine, which have mysteriously disappeared.
Again.
Here you are, my son, home at last. The side note.
Yes, oh, Chief Minister Zozo, beloved by the gods, the people, and himself.
Careful, boy, I'll have you.
It's good to see you again, Father.
Well, you were gone so long, Radamez. Beginning to worry. You weren't injured in battle, were you?
No.
I kept telling the princess that no man could best you with the sword.
No man got the better of me, although a certain woman might have.
Really?
Listen, beyond the Fifth Cataract, the Nile heads directly towards Khartoum.
And we can attack the city by water? Excellent. We recorded the landscape.
With the maps we made, an illiterate foot soldier could find his way through Nubia.
Ah, and you brought home captives. Good. Take them down to the copper mines. We can't seem to keep them alive.
No, not this one. I'm going to need a gift for the princess.
Yes, should be expecting something.
Take the rest of the palace groundskeeper. They can help with the harvest. They're all women. They wouldn't last a day underground.
As you wish. They're your slaves.
Give me your hands, Aida.
Your name is Aida?
Merid. I'm going to remove these, but know that if you should dare try to escape, I'll come after you myself.
You flatter me, Captain. You don't seem like a man who would chase after any woman.
I'll make an exception for you. Merid, take her to Princess Amneris with my compliments.
Yes, Captain.
You've been gone 6 months, Radamez. I really think a personal appearance is in order.
In good time, Father. Although you and the princess should know, as soon as my crew is rested, we are setting out again.
Can't, Radamez. Egypt needs you now. Pharaoh is not the powerful leader he was with them. While you've been away, your voicing matters here have moved apace. Now I need you home, supporting all the plans I put in place. First of all, this means your wedding. You'll recall your future bride. For the way that Pharaoh's heading, time's no longer on our side. According to the God Horus, our most regal in the list, is not that much longer for us. Till another pyramid.
You mean the Pharaoh's fallen ill? Is it serious?
I'm afraid so.
Then I must go to him.
Yes, that will bring him some comfort. I'll see him tonight at the banquet, Captain. There are many bullions here as our leader fades away. But our architects are cheerful, and each dog must have its day. If our country is to flourish, then my son must take the lead. Be our inspiration nourished on our hopes, our dreams, our dreams. Soon our monarch will more arsenic? Ah, who'd have thought the copper mines would yield such an abundant supply? Put some in the Pharaoh's wine tonight at the banquet. But again, only a few drops. We don't want him dying. Just yet.
Like a handmaiden, but at least the captain saw that you're special.
What that man sees and understands could be etched on a grain of sand.
That may be, but he did save you and the other women from the copper mines.
That was surprising and decent of him.
When I was 10, Captain Radame saved me from being beaten to death by the palace guards. He promised he'd look after me from then on, and he's kept that promise. Look, I know what you're thinking, that I've become one of them, but I'm still Nubian. I'll always be Nubian.
Of course.
I grew up in your hometown, at least began to grow. I hadn't got to my first shade before the body glowed. Egyptians in the courtyard, my family in chains. You witnessed our abduction, which possibly explains how I know you, how I know you. Before that fateful morning, my family enjoyed a privileged existence, for my father was employed as advisor to the king, no less, which surely rings a bell. For as you are his daughter, you probably can tell how I know you. Yes, I know you.
You know too much, and what you say is better left unknown. And now I'm just a slave like you. Our lives are not our own.
Never have abandoned, and nor I think could you, that spark of hope for freedom no terror can subdue.
My only hope is that you've never seen my face.
No, you remain a princess in any time or place.
You don't know me.
Yes, I know
You don't know me.
how I know you, how I know you. Princess.
Merib, you must treat me like any other slave. If the Egyptians ever found out I was the daughter of the Nubian king,
They would kill you, but our people will keep your secret.
No one must find out who I am. From now on, I am nothing but a gift from an Egyptian captain to his princess.
Well, just so you know, Princess Ineris is more than that to Radames. She's his betrothed.
He's to be married? When?
The day his ship sinks and the royal builders refuse to make him another. Come, let's get you to the princess.
It is such hard work maintaining perfection, but worth the effort, don't you think?
Oh, yes, you're perfect.
Really? Perfect? Then maybe one of you can explain to me why Radames, the man destined to be my one and only, has been neglecting me. He's been to see my father. I hear he spent time with his father. In fact, he's probably chummed it up with every withered old man in Egypt. But clearly, the thought of visiting a ripe, young princess with fabulous hair leaves him cold.
Princess Daenerys, first in beauty, wisdom, and accessories. Captain Radames has not forgotten you. He knows you'll be at the feast tonight with all your extravagant flattery, and he can hardly wait. But for now, he brings you this gift.
Another handmaiden? I don't need another handmaiden. Does this gift have a name?
Aida.
Did you just speak?
My name is Aida, Princess, and I thought you might want to know that.
How dare you? You do not lower your eyes. You do not tremble. Are you not afraid of me?
Would it please you if I were?
Not so much.
Then I'm doing as you please.
Well, that's true. You were starting to say something about...
Captain Radames.
What do you know of the captain?
Only that he is well. He suffered no injuries in battle. I thought you might want to know that.
I did. I've been so... You're very astute. Aren't you, Aida?
Only on occasion. My true talent lies with the needle. And if you will allow me, Princess, I will make you a robe in a shade closer to that of your eyes. There's a dyeing process I use which makes fabrics glow. It's a secret passed down from the handmaidens of Queen Nefertiti.
A slave that knows her fabrics? I'm keeping her. Oh, Radames, he knows me. He really, really knows me. Go, Merrick. Show Aida the sewing room. All right, ladies. Let's polish this gem. In life, one has to face a huge assortment of nauseating fads and good advice. There's health and fitness, diet and deportment, and other pointless forms of sacrifice. Conversation, wit, I am a doubter. Manners, charm, they're no way to impress. So forget the inner me, observe the outer. I am what I wear and how I dress. Oh, now I believe in looking like the time on earth is cooking, whether polka dot and striped or even checked. With some glamour guaranteeing every fiber of my being is displayed to quite remarkable effect.
with my gift?
Oh yes, Aida managed to make herself indispensable in record time.
I'm not surprised. But did she tell you anything else about herself? I mean, I've never met anyone like her before, and I can't help but wonder.
No, nothing. She said nothing.
Is this the latest fashion?
It is now. So, your expedition went well?
Oh yes, we got well past Aswan, into territory where no Egyptian has ever set foot.
Really? That sounds very scenic. Maybe next time I'll go with you.
If you like, Princess. We sleep with the sand mites, live on dried monkey meat, and this time the water was so tainted, we vomited for days.
And again, I'm pretty busy.
The news of your arrival is spread to the Nubian camps.
Your people cannot wait to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Merit.
Okay, so I told one person. Princess, your people need to know.
Captain, to a successful expedition, thanks to the routes you have discovered, our troops will now be able to take Nubia with overwhelming force. The gods willing, this long war shall soon end with Egypt's complete and final victory. And next, shall I continue?
Whatever you think is best, Father.
Radames, you came to me this morning with a request to set out on yet another expedition. But I have a more important mission for you. Although this means you will not be able to leave Egyptian soil again, I believe this will be a joyous mission, one that I would only trust to a man I have long regarded as a member of my own family.
It has been my pleasure to serve you, Your Highness.
As you all know, the captain and the princess have been betrothed for 9 years. Long enough, I say. Therefore, in 7 days, Radames, son of Zozo, shall wed the princess and theirs. The son of the son of Isis has spoken.
A toast to the bridegroom. If I had known such an awkward girl would turn into such a stunning young woman, I would have offered for her myself.
It's not too late.
What? I thought you loved Amneris.
Of course I do. We grew up together.
Then what is it? Radames, I've spent years working towards this day, and you're not going to ruin it. For yourself. Or for me! Welcome to your new life, son.
Nothing is an accident. We are free to have it all. We are what we want to be. It's in ourselves to rise or fall. This is easy to believe when distant places call to me. It's harder from the palace yard. Fortune favors the free. No, stay.
Yes, Captain?
Where are you from?
Ehthsaida. It's a village
Near the second cataract. The Nile's an entirely different color there.
No, it's an entirely different color here.
Fair enough.
My father and I used to spend days sailing the Nile. He'd let me choose the course. And sometimes I'd run us aground on purpose, whenever there was something I wanted to see on the shore.
Did you ever sail north?
No. My father felt that the first cataract, being so close to the border of Egypt, was too dangerous a place for me.
But there are no Egyptians in the first cataract. Only these tiny grassy islands. And the sunlight is different there. In Egypt it is direct, harsh. But there it shimmers. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Of course, it's Nubia. I would like to see that part of my country.
To sail away to half-discovered places, to see the secrets so few eyes have seen, see moments of enchantment on our faces, the moments when we smile and those between.
Are you talking about Nubia now?
Yes, in a way.
If I could leave this place, then I'd go sailing to corners of my land where there would be sweet southern winds of liberty, a beauty so majestic and so free.
I could take you sailing south. You could be my guide.
Would you let me steer?
Would you run us aground?
Oh yes, wherever there are no people. I'd jump out of the boat, kick off my sandals and run. And there'd be no one there to scold me and tell me to behave like... to behave.
There'd be no ties of time and space to bind me.
And no horizon I could not pursue.
I'd leave the world's misfortunes far behind me.
I put my faith and trust in something new. But why should I tell you this? A stranger I've just met.
A woman who I hardly know at all and should forget. A journey we can only dream of. Enchantments passing through. And how is it I say these things so easily to you? This is meaningless. I'm never going to take you sailing. I'm never going to leave Egypt again. Instead, I'll just sit on the throne and send other men off on their expeditions.
You talk as though you've been enslaved.
Not with shackles, maybe, but with a marriage promise. What's that for?
To dry my weeping eyes. Forced to marry the princess? Oh, what hardships. I know. You want to go to places where people have been living for centuries and say that you've discovered them. But instead, you're forced upon the pharaoh's throne. It is a great tragedy.
You go too far.
No, you go too far. If you don't like your fate, change it. You are your own master. There are no shackles on you. So don't expect pity or understanding from this humble palace slave.
Stop! I command you to stop! But why did I tell her this? A stranger I just met, a woman who I hardly know at all, and
How's your father?
I don't understand it. This illness of his came on so suddenly. Weeks ago he was healthy, and the court physicians, they have no idea what it is. Well, it was a magnificent feast, wasn't it?
Yes, Princess.
There was so much to do to get ready for the wedding ceremony. From the bronze entry statues of me, to the centerpieces of lilies and roses arranged to look like me.
It must be difficult.
Planning a wedding?
No, being a princess.
Oh, you have no idea. The responsibilities are overwhelming.
Your people must expect so much.
They want a goddess, and I'm just
Human.
I may leave a great impression as I race through a succession of the latest crazes, chase the newest fad. I feel better when beguiling, find that fashion keeps me smiling, but in my heart I know it's rather sad.
That a life of great potential is dismissed, inconsequential,
And only ever seen as being cute. So I'll flutter to deceive.
Oh, no, no, you must believe that one day you're bound to find
A stronger suit. Radames, this is my bedchambers. You can't just, you know you shouldn't. Aida, leave.
Stay. Pour the princess a cup of wine.
Are you trying to get me drunk, Radames? You know it isn't necessary.
Is that your bed in there?
So covered in fat with feathers.
Why don't you go in and I'll join you in a moment?
Are you sure? We're gonna be married in a week.
Amaris, we've been engaged 9 years.
Good point.
Do you think you can speak to me like that? Scold me like a shrew and then walk away? You forget that I could have you carried off to the copper mines.
And you forget that I'm her property now, not yours.
Doesn't matter, because I know now that you're right. What?
I'm shocked. Even in enlightened Nubia, one never hears a man admit he's wrong.
Radames, I'm ready.
I'll be right in, princess. Aida, I was wrong. I've been selfish. If the pharaoh does not recover, Egypt's going to need a new leader, a strong leader. And I don't think that's Amaris.
Radames, come claim your kingdom.
You should go to her.
Were you a noblewoman before you were captured?
What does it matter? There's nothing noble about me now.
You're wrong. You are noble and courageous. Very few dare to speak so honestly. And considering you're a slave,
Yes, we mustn't ever forget that I'm a slave.
look, I can't take back the past, but even if I could, I'm not sure I'd want to. Aida,
Radames, you barged into my bedchambers waging a full frontal attack, so to speak, and now you're stalling. Why?
I'm sorry, princess. I didn't realize that...
There's a buck-naked princess lounging in her bed, calling your name. What exactly didn't you realize? Before our wedding night, after serving that dried monkey meat, and have the royal cartographer draw you a map of the female body, Captain. Maybe then you'd be more inclined to come explore. When we were children, we understood each other so well. Now he's a mystery to me.
come with me?
Where?
To the Nubian camp. Everyone knows that I'm the one that can get things. And our people, they've asked me to bring them you.
Why? So they can see a reckless fool dressed as a slave? That is what I am, Narib. My father told me not to leave the boundaries of our country, but I could not be so constrained. I took Nehebka and the other women up the river. I had to see the countryside, and that is where the Egyptians captured us. I deserve this, and our people deserve a leader who thinks of them, and not of her own selfish pleasures.
Aida, the Nubians want their princess.
It's knowing what they want of me that scares me. It's knowing having followed I must lead. It's knowing that each person there compares me to those in our past whom I now succeed. But how can whatever I do for them now be enough? Be enough.
watching me again. All week your eyes have been on me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you think you're going to claim your freedom just because you've gained my attention? You are beautiful, but I'm not easily led.
If I glanced in your direction, it was only to see if your chalice needed filling.
I have no chalice now, and yet you're looking.
Excuse me, Captain, but I have linen to wash.
I do not excuse you. Stop there.
You wanted something?
Oh, yes. I want to make your life easier. Tell me how.
Help my people.
I want to help you.
I am my people, and I cannot continue to live in the comfort of the palace while my countrymen are dying. You want my affection, Captain?
I could have your affection right here if I commanded it. I want to know if you feel anything for me, aside from contempt.
I don't know.
Then let's find out.
Aida, Aida. Amneris requests your presence. The princess, your betrothed.
I once knew all the answers. I stood on certain ground. A picture of true happiness. Confidence so effortless. No brighter could be found.
Oh,
I never asked the questions that trouble me today. I knew all there was to know. Love would lie be put on show. My conquest's on display.
I can't believe he's changing.
But who'd have thought that confidence could die? Not me, not me. And all I took for granted was a lie. Not me, not me. And who'd have guessed I'd throw my world away to be with someone I'm afraid to say. Not me,
This can never be.
not me.
He's in love, but he's not the only one who'll be changed.
This would look lovely on you. I'll say this for you Egyptians. Your thread count is amazing.
Why hasn't Radames come to see me again? We're to be married in 3 days yet. Aida, I must make things right with him.
I shall not envy lovers, but long for what they share.
Empty room is merciless. Don't be surprised if I confess I need some comfort there. And who'd have thought love could be so cold? Not me, not me. And show me things I never understood. Not me, not me.
Aida! Nehemka, where did you get this?
The Egyptian captain! He's giving away everything he owns, and he's giving it all to us!
And who'd have guessed he threw his world away to be with someone to his dying day? Not me, not me. And who'd have thought a love could be so good? Not me, not me. My secrets and my passions understood. Not me, not me. And who'd have guessed he threw his world away to be with someone to his dying day? Not me, not me. Look, he's preparing to move into the palace, so whatever doubts he had the other night must be gone. But you stay, Aida. Apologize for me.
Oh no, I can't.
You can. You always say the right thing. I never do.
Princess, please don't make me.
I would never make you, but I'm asking you as my friend.
Thank you.
It was nothing. Actually, it was everything, but that doesn't matter now.
Captain, I've come to tell you that the princess is sorry about what she said last night, and she wants you to
I
know
know.
that you're betrothed to my mistress.
It was arranged by my father, and it will be unarranged by me.
You could raid another country tomorrow and regain your fortune. Radames, you are an Egyptian. Nothing can ever change that fact. I don't even know why you bothered to do this.
Don't you? We all lead such elaborate lives, wild ambitions in our sights. How in a fair the heart survives days apart, hurried nights. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to live like that. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to love like that. I just want our time to be slower and gentler, wiser, free. We all lived in extravagant times, playing games we can't all win, unintended emotional crimes. Take some out, take others in. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to live like that. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to love like that. I just want to be with you now and forever. Peaceful, true. This may not be the moment to tell you face to face, but I could wait forever for the perfect time and place.
We all lead such elaborate lives. We don't know whose words are true. Strangers, lovers, husbands, wives. Hard to know who's loving who. Too many choices tear us apart. I don't wanna live like that.
Too many choices tear us apart. I don't wanna love like that. I just wanna touch your heart. May this confession be the start. Are you cold?
You could have at least kept a blanket or two.
No, I could not. Man enters this world without possessions. Aida, I want to be a new man for you. Reborn. Cleansed of all my past sins.
What is it?
My armies have returned. They'll be expecting me at the victory celebration. Go back to the palace. You'll be safe there. Wait. Take my amulet. If anyone bothers you, show it to them. They'll let you pass.
I love you.
I heard that. Say it again. I command you.
Captain,
I heard the drums.
we've captured the Nubian king.
The Nubian king, you've taken him alive.
Yes, Captain.
Find out which men are responsible for this. I'll see they receive the highest honors.
Yes, Captain.
Tell the others I'm on the way.
Yes, Captain.
Aida, our countries are at war. I can't change that.
But he's my king.
Princess, say it isn't true.
I saw our king dragged through the streets with my own eyes.
I've heard they've already executed him.
We're carrying his head toward the town of spite.
No, no.
Amenazro of Nubia is alive. I saw him taken to the prison.
It's only a matter of time before the Egyptians slaughter him.
I always imagined your father would march upon Egypt in triumph, but now there is no hope. When the king dies, so does Nubia.
No, Nubia will never die. Whether we are enslaved or whether we are far from our native soil, Nubia lives in our hearts, and therefore it lives. Take me in my dreams recurring, cheerful as a childhood dance, into one more taste of freedom, one more longing backward glance. In the sway of somber music, I shall never, never understand. Let me slip into the sweeter chorus of that other land. That's love, Nubia, beautiful, golden, the radiant, the fertile, the gentle, and the blessed. The pain of Nubia is only of the moment, the desolate, the suffering, the plunder, the oppressed. God's love, Nubia, their glorious creation, the songs rolling sweetly across the harvest plain, the
A word with the prisoner?
All right, we'll make it quick, Mayor.
Father?
Aida, I knew you would survive, that I had trained my daughter well. At least, I would not allow myself to believe anything else.
Have they mistreated you?
No, I think they're saving that part for my execution. 3 days from now.
It won't come to that. We'll get you out of here.
In 2 days, the daughter of the pharaoh will wed. Most of the guards will be needed to control the crowds.
And who is this young minister aboard?
This is Merib. You remember, Hanu's boy.
Ah, Henu. Your father was a great warrior. He had hopes he would become a scholar.
Sire, the chief jailer is to attend Amneris' wedding. They've assigned a lowly guard to take his place. A man I know.
Are you suggesting we'll be able to bribe him?
Well, let's just say we've done business in the past.
That would take a lot of gold.
And I haven't. I've been stealing from the palace since I got here. I was hoping that maybe one day I could go back to Nubia. But if I could send my king home,
We will all be homesick, madam. How are the dogs guarded?
by the captain's soldiers.
So the odds are slim. Can you use a sword, boy?
Me, I'm better at providing encouragement from the sidelines.
A fight won't be necessary. They'll let us through.
Captain Radames gave you that?
Who is this captain? Is he an Egyptian?
Yes, but he's not like the others, Father.
He led the Pharaoh's armies, but he did not lay waste our country like the others.
He regrets his past.
Aida, do not shame yourself and me with such witless sentiment. Do not tell me this Egyptian grieves for all the men executed, women ravaged, and children torn into slavery. Any soft look you have given this captain, any soft word, betrays all the innocents who have suffered so much at his hands and the hands of the men who he commands. You will cut this man from your heart.
Yes, Father.
I would not have thought it possible these Egyptians could give you yet another reason to hate them.
This is the moment when the gods expect me to beg for help. But I won't even try. I want nothing in the world but myself to protect me, and I won't lie down, roll over and die. All I have to do is forget how much I loved him. All I have to do is put my longing to one side. Tell myself that love's an ever-changing situation. Passion would have cooled and all the magic would have died. It's easy, it's easy. All I have to do is pretend I never knew him. On those very rare occasions when he steals into my
invade Babylon?
Because once we have control of the waterways, the rest of the world opens up to us.
So our Egyptian armies just stormed in and seized power? How oppressive of us.
Perhaps, princess. But where do you think that beautiful necklace came from?
Suddenly, it's not so beautiful.
You summoned me, Father? Princess.
I've been explaining our foreign campaign to Amneris.
Really?
Yes, because she wanted to know what's been preoccupying you of late.
Radames, I feel like we haven't had a moment alone together since you've returned from Nubia. I miss you. Can't we spend this afternoon together?
Of course we can, but first, I'd like to have a moment alone with my father. Here, you can read this while you wait.
The campaign at Kadesh?
It'll give us something to talk about.
I didn't realize we were at a loss for topics. But then again, there's a lot I hadn't realized.
That was clever of you.
I can't have you neglecting the girl, not after all the trouble I've gone to.
You arranged a marriage.
There have been other arrangements as well, son. Things I've done on your behalf.
I haven't asked you to do anything for me.
No, that's right, you haven't. Because you've been too busy whiling away the hours with that slave girl.
Oh, your spies are good.
Radames, you can have your little diversions. Just wait until after you're wed.
Like you did.
Your mother never had any complaints.
She never had any choice.
Don't you realize that whore could cost you the throne?
I don't care about the throne, Father, because I'm not like you, and I never will be.
Don't come on so cocksure, boy. You can't escape the genes. No point in feeling pure, boy. Your background is the means. And now that you got it, listen straight. You're not the master of the fate. To this you must be reconciled. You'll always be your father's child. It's time to claim that time's revived. What I'm doing just as I have done. Like father, like son.
Don't assume your vices get handed down the line. That a parent's blood suffices to condemn a child's design. I've done wrong I can't deny, but at least I know that I shouldn't blame that on my stock. Now this may come as quite a shock, but I'm no chipmunk Andy Black. I wouldn't wish those words on anyone. Like father, like son.
Son, you know this. Take my hand. All is settled, all is planned. You've got the world at your command. I don't think you understand. Do you really want to throw away your future off to some wretched slave?
She has a name.
In a few months, you won't even be able to remember her name.
I appreciate too well the squalor at which you excel. It isn't very hard to tell. Evil's a distinctive smell. You can forget about your plans, Father. There will be no wedding.
He's lost all sense of reason and why some foreign smut. And not only is that treason, but some doors are slamming shut. Now just like these find the slave they call Aida. And when you do, kill her!
Sorry for everything I've said, and for anything I forgot to say too. When things get so complicated, I stumble at best, muddle through. I wish that our lives could be simple. I don't want the world, only you. Oh, I wish I could tell you this face to face, but there's never the time, never the place. So this letter will have to do. I love you.
Tomorrow, princess, you and your father will be free.
We will live to tell our children of the king's great estate.
Nubia will prevail. Quiet.
I've come for the slave for Aida. Which one is she?
I am Aida.
I'm sorry, princess, but you must not be sacrificed. Each one of us gave our life for Nubia.
Where are you going? You're going to meet him, aren't you?
Merrick, I do not ask you to understand. I do not understand. I have to see him.
No.
But I do. I have to see him.
No, you cannot give yourself to him. The Egyptians have taken enough from us already. You're our princess, our inspiration, our promise of a new day.
Merrick, I'm sorry.
There is a time, there is a place, when love should conquer all. The rest of life is pushed aside as truth and reason fall. But only if that selfishness can lead to something good. I thought I knew you, princess, but I never understood. I don't know you. I don't know Aida? I thought you were...
They came for me, but they took another. I blame myself.
No, I put you in danger, but I swear it will never happen again. I'm calling off the wedding. I'm going to build us a house in the border of our countries, and we'll sail the Nile.
Oh, Radames, no, you can't call off the wedding.
Yes, I can, and I will.
Radames, I love you, but you must marry the princess tomorrow. Tomorrow. What you want for us is impossible. They will hunt us down. It is a foolish plan.
I can find a way for us to be together.
I'm here to tell you we can never meet again. Simple, really, isn't it? A word or two, and then a lifetime of not knowing where or how or why or when you think of me or speak of me and wonder what befell that someone you once loved so long ago so well.
Never wonder what I'll feel as living shuffles by. You don't have to ask me, and I need not reply. Every moment of my life, from now until I die, I will think or dream of you and fail to understand how a perfect love can be confounded out of hand. Is it written in the stars? Are we paying for some crime? Is that all that we are good for? Just a stretch of mortal time, or some God's experiment in which we have no say, in which we're given paradise, but only live for a day.
Marry the princess, Radames. You can help my people. This could be our chance to do something important. Don't you see? It may be the whole reason we met.
Then it would be a cruel trick.
Not if the gods put us together for some greater purpose.
Nothing can be altered. There is nothing to decide. No escape, no change of heart, nor any place to hide.
Oh, you are all I ever want, and this I am denied. Sometimes in my darkest thoughts, I wish I'd never learned what it is to be in love and have that love return.
Written in the stars, are we paying for some crime? Is that all that we are good for? Just some stretch of mortal time. God's experiment in which we have no say, in which we're given paradise, but only for a
I will do what you ask of me, but you must also do something for me. Go home. Leave Egypt forever.
What are you saying?
Tomorrow, when I am taking my wedding vows, there will be a boat waiting for you to return you to Nubia. At least I will have some measure of hope knowing you're free.
How have I come to this? How did I slip and fall? How did I throw half a lifetime away without any thought at all? This should have been my time. It's over. It never began. I closed my eyes to so much for so long, and I no longer can. I try to blame it on fortune, some kind of shift in a star. But I know the truth, and it haunts me. It's love, just a little
across the city. Investors liberties by water. Send Frenchman to search the docks.
No, seal off the docks.
What?
No one must reach the docks before I arrive there.
Aida, we must hurry. We've sounded the alarm.
Radames,
I need to cut the rope.
forgive me, Father, but I need one last moment with him.
Daughter!
Of course. You're the Nubian princess. And you had me wed Amneris so that your king could escape. What a fool I am. It was all an act, a lie. Every word, every kiss.
No, but too many people have suffered, and I have made too many mistakes. I cannot act selfishly now.
So you lied to me.
Not when I said I love you. Say you believe me.
She's alive!
Stop there.
I need to come!
Not without merit.
Get the boat, Aida. This is your last chance.
Get out of my way, boy.
Merit!
Radames, the love of Egypt, stop them! No! Radames, what have you done?
It's all over now, Father. When they come for me, they'll take you away too.
No. That can't happen. Egypt needs me.
You're the one who tied our fates together, like father, like son. I really think you should run.
Radames, he is...
Forgive me, princess. I failed you.
No, you, Merit, have inspired me.
I wanted to go back to Nubia. Aida, take me home.
Amneris, I never meant to hurt you.
Radames, if you deny everything, there is a chance. My father might spare your life. Listen to me. They mean to bury you alive.
Yes, that's what we do to traitors.
You must say that everyone is wrong and...
No, I can't. Aida is everything I thought I was meant to be. Her courage and love for her people have put me to shame. Every act of my life has been wrong. Except for this.
Did you ever love me at all?
Amneris, I've loved you all my life.
Take your hands off her. After all, she is a princess.
Amneris, there were so many times I wanted to tell you everything, but I couldn't.
No wonder you understood me so well.
Amneris, you must believe me. I am to blame for all that has happened, not Radames. You have to let him live. Amneris, please let him live.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You love him. Don't you love him?
Amneris, let us begin. Bring forth the prisoners. Zoser has been apprehended, and his plan has been revealed. Radames, I chose you. I trusted your father. And now, I'll make things right while I still can. The traitors will now receive their sentences.
Father, I have a request.
A request.
I know that the traitors must die for their crimes against Egypt. This is the law, but I would ask that they be allowed to die together.
But that would be mercy. After they disgraced you in front of the entire nation,
I was wronged. It should be my decision.
You don't know your own mind. For their crimes, the traitors
Your
must...
Majesty, you have poison in your blood. We both know this. Soon I will be completely alone because everyone I love will be gone. So you must allow me to exercise my will over Egypt, because I'm to be your successor, and because I demand it. For their crimes, the traitors will be buried beneath the sands of Egypt in one tomb, together. The daughter of Isis has spoken. We all lead such elaborate lives, wild ambitions in our sights. How an affair of the heart survives days apart and hurried nights. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to live like that. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to live like that. I just want our time to be slower and gentler, wise, free. We all live in extravagant times, playing games we can't all win. Unintended emotional crimes. Take some out, take others in. Too many choices tear us apart. I don't want to live like that. Too many choices tear us apart. I don't want to live like that. I just want to keep your heart. May this confession be start. I know you'll give me courage to face what I must face, but all these complications in another time and place. We all lead such elaborate lives. We don't know whose words are true. An affair of the heart survives all the pain this world can do. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't wanna live like that. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to love like that. I just wanna be with you now and forever. Please, true. It's so dark.
Give me your hands, Aida. There's another world waiting for us. I can feel it. Just like I always knew there was another world beyond every bend in the Nile, just waiting to be discovered.
You will find me in that world?
If I have to search for 100 lifetimes, I will find you again, Aida. There'll be no ties of time and space to bind us.
And no horizon we could not pursue. I'd leave the world's misfortunes far